What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla, back here with another Godzilla figure review. Guys, today we're taking a look at from Godzilla Final Wars, Bandai's 2004 Hedorah. Guys, let's jump right in.
Oh my god!
Alrighty, guys, so here we are with Bandai Godzilla Final Wars version Hedorah. Taking a look at the tag first. Mine did unfortunately get a nice seam right there in the middle. But a really cool shot of Hedorah in action. You got 2023. Hedorah, the 2004 logo from this, because it's from the Final Wars film. Taking a look at the back, you kind of have a little globular cutout. You got the Final Wars logo, which I definitely like. Movie Monster series. Guys, let's leave this tag real quick. There we go, hopefully to prevent further damage. Guys, let's take a look at the figure itself. Starting with we'll start at the bottom here and work our way up. So on these kind of toes, if you want to call them that, we have two of them painted here, three of them kind of painted on this side, 2.5 really. So it definitely would have been nice to get some more paint working in the lower half of the body. Because, you know, torso down, all the paint we have. Just these little parts on the toes. The detail is awesome on this figure, though. I really love all the little hooks and knobs and squiggles you got on the body. So it definitely has a great look at the detail itself. But I'm really disappointed we didn't get a little more paint action on the lower half of this figure. Nothing kind of along the side here. Nothing on the backs of the feet. Obviously nothing on the bottoms of the feet. But because when it is painted, it does look great, I think. But it's just definitely unfortunate that they decided to skimp out on the paint so much, because they used a really nice glossy kind of a burgundy color, maybe even. So it looks great, but they just definitely didn't utilize enough of the paint. It almost looks like there could be some swivel in these feet too, but these are glue sealed on those seals there. Kind of working our way up the body, guys. Again, no paint really at all until we get to this halfway point. We do kind of have some silvery sheen paint, giving it some shine in there. And then more of kind of this burgundy color. The tops of the arms kind of have that silver as well. The fingers here on the ends of the hands do have some of the more of that kind of reddish burgundy paint. I like how it's just, you know, just hints of it here and there. So they did a good job painting the arms, I think. Definitely unfortunate, again, how we didn't get anything kind of on the sides of the arms here. We do have some cool vein details. So that looks nice. But just the paint apps on this figure definitely could have been utilized so much better. Moving our way around the back, we'll take a look at before we really dive into the head. Kind of one little stripe along the back. They did kind of paint the ends of these tube things. So that's good, at least. I'll commend them on that. But just the one little stripe. Obviously, it's Bandai, so they're not going to give us any paint on the tail really at all. Just the one solid piece. No detail on the bottom either. Almost no detail on the top of the tail, just a couple little texture lines kind of here and there. Definitely could have given us a little more action on the tail. And again, had they really done this thing up and painted it well, it would look so much cooler, because these little kind of fin spines would look great with some paint. But hey, it is what it is. Has some more vein action going here on the back of the head. Spinning him back around, guys, taking a look at the face. Definitely did a great job on the face of this guy. I really like that deep red line we have there in the middle. And the eyes on this guy are gorgeous. Great ring around him, kind of just even the gray material. Is really great detail around those eyes. Take a look at that. And then we have a great red with a really nice gold circle and then a nice white. The eyes were painted very well. I don't really see any paint errors here. I guess I have a tiny bit of red spill over into the gold on the top of that eye. But that's really it. The eyes are really well done. I wish we could have gotten a little bit of hint of something more on the top of the head, but looking straight on, this guy looks pretty darn good. I definitely kind of almost tempted to pose him arms straight down because of the glossy paint getting shown off. Maybe I'll kind of do one up, one down when he's up on the shelf or something like that. In terms of articulation, guys, this whole body is just one piece. The feet, again, kind of look like they have some sort of something, but it's glue sealed. Tail as well, guys, glue sealed on that seam, and it's just too oval shaped anyways really to move. It would have been nice to get some sort of head spinach, just kind of another little piece of articulation, because the head is actually its own piece, but again, glue sealed at least. So the only articulation we're going to see out of this guy is the arm articulation, which you can get 360 out of it, so that's nice. You kind of have to force it over that shoulder hump, so I wouldn't do it too much to avoid paint scratching. But the arms do rotate 360, but that is the only piece of articulation you're going to get out of this guy. Guys, let's go ahead and scale this guy to a couple figures. Guys, first one I wanted to show him off next to is the 2023 Final Wars Godzilla. as they would kind of be the ones encountering each other. This scaling looks pretty darn good to me. Like I said, I don't, like I kind of say in most of my videos, I don't really care too much about perfect movie accuracy and height and stuff, just as long as the height sizing that looks decent. And I think Hedorah being a little taller than Godzilla looking like that, definitely a good sizing. I'm definitely a fan of it. It looks great. They look good together. So I'm definitely a fan of that scaling. This is the 2022 Hedorah figure. Just kind of one of the 50th anniversary ones they did. Pretty much even height there. Definitely, obviously, going to be different molds and whatnot, because this is the this is more the classic Hedorah. Obviously, and here's the Final Wars Hedorah. Little stubbier in the tail too, and definitely less kind of texturized. This tail is definitely a lot bigger, thicker. Just it feels bigger, and it has a little more. It's up and down, so it just kind of feels like a little bit more of a meaty tail. But there's the sizing for that. I also wanted to size him up against one of the mini Hedorahs we have with this sculpt here. This one in particular is the 2021 Festival Hedorah. Really beautiful figure, by the way. But, so this guy's definitely got some, he's leaning pretty aggressively far forward. The legs don't really move, so you can't really adjust that. But, this Final Wars Hedorah is going to be just a lot taller than him. There's that sizing. Tail-wise, guys, we do kind of have the same thing, where this tail is just kind of more of a flat, like, this one like reminds me of like a, I don't know, like a bug tail for some reason. Whereas this one's a lot of texture on the top, and a little bit more shape to it. Last figure, just for kicks, I wanted to show him up next to was the only other figure I have of this sculpt. This is the 60th anniversary little mini figure that they did for Hedorah Final Wars. They did a pretty good job on this guy, actually, by the way. But obviously these guys are in a much smaller scaling than these guys. So just wanted to show them off since they're the only two Final Wars Hedorahs I do have. So guys, that will do it for the Bandai 2023 release of Hedorah from Godzilla Final Wars 2004. Guys, let me know what you think of this figure in the comment section below. Do you have it? Do you want to pick it up? Is it on your list of figures to avoid? Let me know your thoughts and why. I definitely am curious to know what you guys think of this one. I definitely would recommend it. It's a pretty solid figure. Definitely great to have a figure of the 2004 Hedorah. I think it's long overdue, so I'm definitely glad they did that. So I'm happy to have it. Glad they did it. Glad I got it. Definitely would recommend it to anyone else who is interested. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you in the next one.